How's it flying, guys? Lance Corporal Hawk 30 here, and yes, I know that this is technically breaking up what I said I was going to do, wherein that I said I was only going to focus on completing Echoes of Wisdom before getting back to reactions, just because I've been enjoying playing so many Zelda games, and I was wanting to finish that one. But Jaiden popped up, and it's like, do I prioritize, or do I keep going? You know what? Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead, because it's such a rarity. I say rarity. Jaiden videos tend to be a little bit more spread out, so it's always yeah. They tend to be very enjoyable, and I didn't want to be too terribly late on this one. Plus, the subject matter. I went to the Pokemon Cafe. I assume that was whilst she was in Japan. I assume, unless this is another trip that just recently happened. But I'm going to be finding out. So, okay. Then the description says, I sure do love Pokemon in their cafe and their little trinkets. Thank you, Pokemon, for inviting us. This is not sponsored. They didn't pay for this video or our food. Haha. And, Alpharad and Captain Kid YT. Oh, and X Honey Kuma. I'm not 100% sure who that is. But, yeah. We're gonna be experiencing this together. I was wondering if this was sponsored, but then again, I don't think it's gonna take much to twist. I don't think we need to twist Jaiden's arm for her to talk more about Pokemon experiences. But anyways, that's my cue to just go ahead and get into this. I know I said that go ahead twice, back to back, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, I need to hurry up and get done though, because I do have to get to bed soon for work. I know it's middle of the day, but I'm still working early morning shifts. But anyways, I went to the Pokemon Cafe by Jaiden Animation. Link to the original video. Hold on. Hopefully that'll be a little bit better. Link to the original video, as always, will be in the description. Make sure you've seen it before you watch mine or anyone else's reaction. With that out of the way, let us go ahead. Didn't mean to do that. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and go.
Jaiden, what is this? 2 Pokemon videos in a row? Yeah, and you clicked on it, so I've already won. Back in April,
yeah.
I went back to Japan and had the pleasure of being invited to the Pokemon Cafe.
Also, who was legit complaining that she's talking about Pokemon more than once? Literally, her most watched video is her first Nuzlocke video. Like, those are pretty popular videos on her channel. And the last one was great, too. So.
Alongside Jacob, Braden, Captain Kid, and his girlfriend, too. Courtesy of Pikachu himself. And the Pokemon Company. Legally, I have to disclose that. But it was mainly Pikachu. Apparently, we were the first creators who have ever been personally invited to the cafe, which absolutely blew my mind. That's insanely special, and I felt so honored. So, naturally, I thought, why not channel a bit of Emily's aura and make a video about the experience? We walked in and were greeted by a wall of the cutest cafe-themed Pokemon merch. Chef Pikachu plushes, plates, cups, decorations. Oh, it was beautiful.
The closest thing I've probably come to feeling like this, and even remotely recently, was when I went to, there's this new Japanese themed store at the local mall called Miniso, and the amount of Stitch there, I can attest how much Stitch was there. I bought this and a freaking memory foam neck pillow from there. It's like, wow. Anyways.
We'll come back for you, my beloveds. Let us feast first. The staff brought us to our table, taught us how to order food from the little tablet, and our Pokemon experience began. We decided to start with the drinks first, and there were genuinely so many to choose from. Cute character soda floats, tea sets, flavored milks. How could you even decide? Basically, between the 4 of us, we ordered almost one of everything. I think visually, my favorites were the Paldea soda floats. Sprigatito was melon flavored.
Oh, that looks absolutely amazing. Oh, that's so amazing. I gotta figure, if I ever go to Japan, I gotta figure out where this place is.
Was apple, and Quaxley was Ramune soda. I know I'm saying it all American-like, but I'm embarrassed to try it the Japanese way. Ramune. I don't know. Personally,
Also, funny thing, I discovered something at Miniso. Chikawa. There was a lot of Chicoa there too, and I couldn't help but think of Jaden whenever I saw them. Like, that bear looks familiar.
Absolutely love soda floats already, but put a cookie of a little guy on top and I'll definitely pay for that. Fuecoco is my favorite Pokemon of the three, so I've convinced myself that it was also my favorite flavor-wise, but all of them were actually really nice. I also tried the Pikachu float as well, which looked the prettiest. I'm not really a big fan of lemon flavored things, so I only took a few sips, but if you like lemon and also Pikachu, I think you would really enjoy it. There are also little choose your Pokemon lattes where you sift through a giant menu of practically any Pokemon you wanted printed onto the foam of a latte. Okay, everyone chose their respective favorites. Of course, I got me a little Aggron. Look at this guy. He was born to be on top of a latte. Delicious. Okay, that's just Jacob also got the chocolate Moo Moo milk, and it was super cool because they brought out a little set of like Moo Moo milk, chocolate, and a shaker. So you basically make it yourself. Jacob said it was good. So I'm sure it was. I can't confirm. I didn't try it. Last but not least, we ordered one of the Poltergeist and Sinistea tea sets. I don't really drink tea, but the pot and cups were so cute. We ended up I love the details on all this. Merch on their behalf. Well done. It really is. On to the food. As you can see, there were a decent amount of options here too. Unfortunately, as some of you guys know, I don't eat meat. And even more unfortunately, since vegetarian diets aren't very common in Japan, every food item on the menu included some kind of meat. We called over Pikachu and his employees to double check and see if they offered something to fit my diet. And after flipping through their menu, they came to the conclusion there was nothing. And oh my gosh, I genuinely felt so bad because they looked devastated and like personally disappointed in themselves for not having anything. Like I frantically told them it was completely fine. Not to worry, you're fine. It's okay. But as they left, they gave us a very deep bow, and I just felt really, really bad. Pikachu, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please don't be upset with yourself. I promise it's really okay. I'm really
Quick question, because I don't recall this little tidbit of Jaden lore. Is she on a vegetarian diet out of necessity, or is there just like personal reasons? Like just curious. I didn't recall whether or not there was like some legitimate health concern she had, or she just personally just really would prefer not eat meat. I'm curious. I don't recall if there was a reason.
Really sorry. Luckily, I came up with a solution. Their Eevee mixed rice plate included a lot of various vegetable sides, so I ordered that and just avoided the tiny little meat part. Normally, I try not to spend money on any meat, even if I don't plan on eating it. But yeah, if you're vegan or vegetarian and really want to make something work, that's the best option you've got currently. No disrespect to anyone at all. That one's just a difference in culture, and I don't expect to be catered to my specific diet just anywhere, especially Japan. Anyway, I ordered the Eevee rice thing. The full government name is the Last Resort Japanese Mixed Rice Plate with Eevee and Colorful Friends, according to the website. And I just think that's wonderful. Taste-wise, it was decently good. Very colorful and pretty to look at. Colorful I didn't know most of the things I was eating, but it was tasty. Jacob, Brayden, and 2 got the other items, which also long as you're not allergic to it. Super cute and fun to look at. There were 3 types of Pikachu curry, all respectively themed around the Kanto starters. All of them were pretty much the same thing besides a few ingredient changes and different Pokemon cracker on top. Of course, the Snorlax lunch plate was a chicken and rice dish. Jacob said it tasted good. Also, for a limited time, they were offering a special Tatsugiri bento box set. I think this one looked the best. Genuinely beautiful plating right there. Looks really good. I loved it, even though I could only pick at it. The general consensus in terms of overall taste of everything was that nothing was super crazy, out of this world, delicious gourmet, but nothing was like bad, you know? It was more about the
as long as none of it's bad
of the cafe anyway, so no one really minded.
You know, if there were things on that menu that they had that they legitimately thought were just flat out bad, then, you know, that's kind of a shallow experience. You want something to taste good to go with the presentation, not just, oh, it looks pretty, but it tastes awful. You know, like I would hate if like, oh, this is a friggin' a Legend of Zelda cafe or experience booth or something. But, oh, the actual experience part of it, the actual substance of it is lacking, you know? Like, it looks pretty, but there's nothing there, nothing of value in nutritionally or taste buds or anything like that. That would suck.
We were simply enjoying being there with our cute plates and spoons. Finally, we wrapped up the meal with desserts. There was a cute Pikachu souffle pancake and a chocolate parfait. Naturally, like everything else, it was all simply art on a plate. I personally thought they both tasted really nice. Nothing was too sweet. We got to ooh and ah at them, and it was a perfect way to wrap up the meal. As a fun surprise during it, there was a portion where Chef Pikachu came out and did a cute little dance around the restaurant for the people eating. Most of the video was blurred for the privacy of the people there. But look at Pikachu, look at him go. He can't clap his hands to go along with the song, but that doesn't stop him from trying. Hi Pikachu, big fan. We wrapped everything up and of course grabbed...
Seeing that that full-size Pikachu just made me think of a whole... I saw a video of a whole line of Pikachus down a streetway. It had to have been like 20 to... I can't even remember how many Pikachus in it, what row it was, but they were lined up side by side, and it was like a row 30 to 40 long or something like that, and they were just doing a cute little march. But Sabaton's Panzerkampf was playing Into the Motherland. Okay, good meme.
Pretty much all of the exclusive merch they were offering. How are we supposed to remember our experience forever and ever if we don't bring back all the plushes they have? Riddle me that. I wanted to extend a very, very big thank you to the Pokemon Company and Pikachu for reserving a table and having us come to the cafe. They didn't pay me to make a video or anything, but I wanted to share my experience with you guys because I definitely enjoyed my time there, and I know a lot of you love Pokemon just like me. It was a huge honor. We all had a great time.
For the first time in my life, well, I'm over-dramatizing it. I recently, within the past few months, I got my very first 3DS, which I know I'm extremely late to that, as, like, the online services are down and everything for it, obviously, but I've got 2 games for it so far. Me being on the Zelda kick I've been on these past few months, the first game I got was Link Between Worlds, which was a great game. But then I also got Omega Ruby, which was the last gen that I owned. The last gen I owned was the Pokemon Emerald before the Switch games came out. I went that long period without playing any new Pokemon games. And playing Omega Ruby just brought back a lot of that nostalgia. It was like, these updated systems that are in the game. Okay, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying these little extras that are in there compared to the original version. I like the aesthetics and all that. But yes, I like Pokemon.
And the cafe was wonderful. +4 to the Pikachu plush collection. I would definitely recommend the cafe to anyone who likes Pokemon and food shaped like Pokemon. Due to its popularity, you absolutely have to get a reservation to eat there. You can't just walk in and expect to be seated. And double unfortunately, reservations are also very difficult to get because, again, so many people are reserving tables all the time. So good luck to anyone trying to get in, but I'd say it's very worth it. All right, that was my thoughts. I had a great time. Thank you, Pikachu and company.
AKA, of course she'd use the Chica was. AKA, if you have any hope of getting in there, if you know you're going, you better reserve it as soon as you know you're going to Japan. Basically, like, oh, it's going to be 3 months before we get to Japan. Book it now! But that's so far out. No, book it now. We won't have a chance if we don't.
My next dream, I think, is to visit the Chiikawa Cafe. Maybe one day.
Your obsession with that bear.
Are really cool, and I wish that America did them more. But then again, it's probably good for me that I have to travel all the way to Japan to go to ones of my favorite franchises, because otherwise I would absolutely have no personal restraint. Thanks for watching. I don't really have much to say this time around, so I'll just say it. Next video is about Chiikawa. You knew it had to happen. Alright, I gotta go. Bye-bye.
Jaden, what is this?
Oh, I didn't even realize I was about to replay the video. Oops. But, also, that cat. Oh, man. But, yeah, I shouldn't be surprised that we are going to get a Chiikawa related video in the future just because of her. the sheer obsession in her Nintendo invited us to Japan video. I can't remember the exact title, but her last Japan trip resulted in multiple videos, not just the Pokemon experiences and the old touristy stuff, but also the Hatsune Miku concert, and then now this. The obsession she showed for that friggin' cutesy bear, Chiikawa, it's not surprising to me at all that there's going to be another video relating to Chiikawa. So, anywho, that's going to do it for this video. This was an enjoyable little quick one, you know. I liked it. It was fun to actually see not just artistic recreations of what they saw, but also the actual items themselves, the actual floats that she showed, the actual plates. It was like, oh, okay, this isn't just her being taking artistic freedoms to make it look really good. It actually did look really good. But yeah, presentation is amazing for something like this, but you got to make sure the quality of the food, like that it actually tastes good as well. And her saying that it does in fact taste good overall, not just pretty, you know, that's a good. Like, it, even if nothing blows you away, at the very least, it wasn't bad. So, but yeah, that was a solid video. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Like if you enjoyed, comment what your favorite JAIDEN Japan related videos that's come out so far. The one where the Pokemon invited her to Japan, the one where she went to the Hatsune Miku concert, this video, or are you looking more forward to her Chiikawa meltdown coming up in the future? Let me know. Subscribe if you're new and tap the bell to get notified whenever I upload a video so you don't miss any reactions, gameplay, or otherwise from me. Also, go check out my Discord. Link is in the description. Come join. We will talk, post memes, songs, videos, artwork. You can self-promote your own stuff and just have some fun. This has been Lance Corporal Hawk 30, signing off.